I am out picking up poo. Now, a lot of people think you don't have to pick up your dog poo. And I also, we know that's not true. We know that people who don't pick up their dog poo, more dogs you have, the more likely you are to get sick. And these sort of things wear on the community services in town, people getting sick unnecessarily. So we do try and teach people how to be clean, and the reason that you pick up your dog poo, you know. Sometimes people come here and they'll say, oh, those are the ways of Babylon. Those are the ways of Babylon. Oh, wrong way. Those are the ways of Babylon, making us pick up our dog poo, put it in a bag, and then the bag, it goes to the landfill. You know, now it's in a bag. It takes a long time to break down, and you know, maybe that's not the right answer either. I do composting stations, dog composting stations, where I compost it just like you would in a bucket for humanure. You can go to Mother Earth News in their archives to find the setup for the composting toilet, and it could be composting kitchen scraps. This is a really sexy video, isn't it? Okay, so we do have to pick it up, and we do compost it. What's the other thing I was going to tell you? Well, you know it'll attract flies, and then the flies will land on you or land on your food. So it's important to stay safe, healthy, clean, and yeah. All right, since we're talking about poo and I've bored you this far, this is how we do our please latch so a sudden wind doesn't tear the door off. Thank you. So hilltop privy right here, and pretty tidy in here. It definitely smells good. It smells like mulch. And here's a whisk broom for sweeping off. And let's see, when you sit down here, it tells you, humanure, your poo, will be fertilizer for a future tree on this site. And it also talks about dog owners. Please pick up your pile of poop, you know, 1 per day for every dog you own. Right now we're doing more because I was gone for a year. Doesn't matter whose poo, just 1 per day. This greatly reduces the spread of parvo and worms. This practice, I got an S on there. This practice also reduces fly population. Deposit dog poo into toilet, no plastic bags. So this is a composting toilet. It says if it doesn't smell fresh, clean like a forest, add more mulch, ash, and sawdust. All right, so there's the pooper scooper for the dog poo when we have visitors. And this right here tells about that this is a closed composting toilet. So here we have, I bury, this is what I try and do on all the toilets, because you do not want to contaminate your groundwater. This is why pit toilets are illegal. They contaminate the groundwater. Here's the aquifer under here. And this is a closed composting toilet. Oh, I was messing with cherries this morning. My fingers are still red. So we add 50% dry mulch or wood shavings and 50% fresh, wet, which is humanure, dog poo, and even kitchen scraps, although our dog poo lately has been dry. Kitchen scraps in the summer when digging drip line trenches becomes too labor intensive or hard on the ground. We water with urine and hand washing water and bath water. Don't forget to wash your hands at the hand washing station outside. Sink water and pool water. We use those to help nutrients break down. So we'll continue to water this because we're in the desert. It's super dry. When the tank is full or getting near the top, we relocate the outhouse. We fence around the hole, and we simply add water and mulch for a year. And then at the end, we add some soil and plant a tree on top. So the root system will be partially reaching into here, but it won't affect the tree. It'll be fine. be fine. You've seen trees grow around rocks. They're just kind of a few of the roots are going to be tapping into this nutrient base. And they could get big enough and maybe break down that thing. What else? Okay, so we reuse little bags without a Ziploc. We use these bags to pack out true trash. And that's really anything plastic. If you have something in here that will not break down, then you take it with you. Pack it in, pack it out. I need a pretty toilet paper roll holder right here. I want to make something artistic. I will ask the other residents and see if they come up with something artistic. Okie dokie. Oh, whoa. Right now it's in the summer, so right now we're doing our poo in there. And so a method that has been working, sorry about that. The method that Woody came up with was he noticed that when he put dog poo in his composting station, that it smelled bad. He just couldn't seem to put enough mulch on top of it. So he adds his kitchen scraps afterwards. But normally we'd be doing this on the drip line trench. And yeah. Whoop. Now we're on preservation status here, so we act as though we are a Joshua tree. And we don't cut down any plants. So the mulch we bring in from the outside. And yes, we pay for it. COVID. Yes, we pay for it. But that's okay. We're adding nutrients to the soil. You know, it's a really bad human habit is that we come into a place and we say, what is there here for us to take? Instead of saying, this is my habitat, what can I give? And then create an exchange where we are nurturing the local environment, and it gives us back with shade and with food. You know, we can eat the pods on the Palo Verde tree, and also we can make flour out of the mesquite beans as well. So anyway, oh, here's a drip line trench. This one was done several years ago. So the compost is buried underneath here, and it's not packed down. It's just buried lightly. And then we install the cans on the top, and usually stones on top of that. And so when we have a flash flood, it stops here, and it catches extra here, and then it goes down through that loose soil to continue to break down the compost. And this compost, so a line of nutrients all around here, causes the roots of this tree, bush, to reach out towards those nutrients and towards that moisture. So this is like one of the last stages of this. And you can see that what used to be the drip line is, the tree is now way past that, the bush. Way past that on all sides. Really. And I love this because this was an outdoor shower. It was actually me and my husband came up with this together. It was my design, and then so at the bottom is a sand filter. I have a piece of canvas, and he came up with the frame for the bottom. And so when someone takes a shower, and he did this artwork here as well. When someone takes a shower, I sell them a shower bag from the store. You know, usually it's for trade, like for a smoothie. Actually, normally it's for a trade. They do some work like pooper scooper. But I've got to put rigid walls around here. Before we had fabric, and now I have to put rigid walls because the plants are growing in on it. Isn't that beautiful? So the plants will just bend outwards with my rigid wall. But that's really cool. So this was direct application of gray water. So soapy water that people shower with went directly into the plant. And this is how we nourish the environment here. That was a long one. I don't know if it'll make the cut.